So, hey guys, it's the day 18 of ours with the Leetcode daily until I get a job. So, let's start with the questions today. The four questions of DP are remaining, these four, and we will be taking on them today. So, let's start with the first question, which is longest increasing subsequence. So, there is a difference between subarray, substring, or subsequence. Okay, what does subsequence means is that if we are considering 2 and 3, then 5 doesn't matter. Like the longest common subsequence we have to find, which is strictly increasing. Okay, longest increasing subsequence. So it is given that 2 3 7 101 is that. So 2 is here, 3 is here, 7 is here, and 101 is here. So we can see that 5 is in between 2 and 3, but it doesn't matter because we have to check the elements in from left to right. If there are element in between which we do not have to consider, we can just skip them. It won't matter, and that is what we call a subsequence. Okay, so how we can implement DP here? DP is basically what? Breaking down the problems, as we know. So we will copy this and yeah, paste it here. So what we can do in this is, see, we will DP will be a vector with size n. Okay, and how will this work is that dpi will suggest that up to the ith element of this array, what is the longest increasing subsequence. Okay, so up to 10, and it's all the values will be initialized by 1 because a single element is always the longest increasing subsequence in itself. The answer can never be less than 1. Okay, it's minimum 1. So for 10, what is the longest common subsequence up to this and earlier than this? It's only 1 because it's the first element. For 9, there is no subsequence which is increasing before 9 because 9 is less than 10. Okay, for 2, nothing is there. For 5, yeah, for 5 we can have that 2 and then 5. These two elements create a subsequence which is of length 2 up to this element. For 3, 2 and 3 does the thing, but if 5 we consider 5, it won't be doing because 5 is greater than 3. So we will be just having 2 and 3 here. So again the length is 2 for this. For 7, what will be the length? Either 257 or 237. In both the cases the length is 3. For 101, again the length could be the elements could be 237101 or 257101, anyone. So length is 4. And then 18 is here. For 18, what are the elements less than 18 in this side and in decreasing order? 18 7 3 2 or 18 7 5 2. Again the length is 4. So the answer will be 4. Correct. So this just we have to do. And what is the basically the concept behind this is that we will go to every element and we will check. Let's say this is j, and we will increment I, which is initially also here. We will increment I in this side. Whenever we reach at any element, we will traverse from j to I, means first element to that ith element, and we will see if nums I is greater than nums j. See, we will start. Let's say we are at 5. How do we get an answer 2 at 5? When we are at 5, we will start j from here. Then j is equal to 0. I is and nums I is 5. So we will compare nums I and nums j. If nums I is greater than nums j, only then we will consider it, right? That smaller index should be smaller. Smaller index should have the smaller element. Okay. So if nums j is less than nums I, no, it's not. For this element, no. For this element, yes. 2 is less than 5. Okay. Then we will check that if the dp if the answer for this position is less than the answer for this position plus 1. Why? dp5 has originally value 1 and dp2 has also value 1, but we have to check that if this the answer on this position is less than the 1 plus the answer on 2th position. Why is that? Because it's increasing and we will be adding one value to its answer. Okay, because we have one element smaller than that on the previous, on just the uh, left side of it. है ना। तो हम एक ऐड करेंगे उसमें, तो ये आंसर यहाँ तक अगर दो को कंसीडर करके चलेंगे हम तो दो बन जाएगा, लेकिन अगर दो को कंसीडर नहीं करेंगे तो हमारे पास एक ही रहेगा। तो हमें तो मैक्सिमम निकालना है, लॉन्गेस्ट निकालना है, सो इट विल बी 2। सो एट लास्ट वी विल रिटर्न द मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट ऑफ दिस dp vector. Okay, so let's just do it. It's a simple question, like nothing to do much in this. So int n is nums dot size, and we form a vector int dp size is n, and every element is initialized by 1. So what we will do is we will just start the for loop from I is equal to 0 to I less than n I plus plus, and we will start the inner loop j0 to j less than I and j plus plus. Our condition is that if nums I is greater than nums j, first thing, and the second condition is that dpi if it is less than dpj plus 1. If it is true that dpi is less than dpj plus 1, then only what we will do is that dpi we will replace it by dpj plus 1. That's what our answer says, right? And we will just return the max element of nums dot begin to nums dot end. Yeah, and this should work fine. Okay, it's giving a wrong answer, and I plus plus j plus plus dpj plus 1, then dpi is dpj plus 1. Okay, we have to do this, not nums, we actually have to do this for dp. Okay, yeah, let's submit it, and this works fine. Yeah, so partial equal subset sum. What does this mean is that given an integer nums, return true if you can partition the array into two subsets such that the number of elements in both the subsets are equal or false otherwise. Okay, we are given an array and we have to divide it into two equal sum subsets. See, it can be only divided into two equal sum subsets whenever its sum is even. If its sum is odd, like in this case, the sum is odd, 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. 11 cannot be divided into two equal sum subsets. So firstly we'll find the sum, but for int I of nums, what we will do is sum plus equal to I, and if sum is odd, or we can, in some fancy way we can write is this: if sum is odd, we will just return false, else we will go further. And how will we go further is that, let's say int n is nums dot size. See, you can if you can remind of something, this question matches with some question, other question. See, if there is an array, okay, it has a sum which we know, we have to find one subset. Here we have to find only true and false. Okay, remember this first. We have to find a sub array out of it, sub array, right? Subset, okay, subset out of it with sum, this total sum by 2 we have to find. So what we can do is that we have n elements and this is our target sum. Let's just name this as sum and name this as total, okay, to have a reference from previous question. And the previous question was coins change, okay, where we had n coins and we have to find that if these n coins can make up to this sum. That's the same question, right? We have n elements and can they make up to this sum? If they can, if they can make up to this sum, then the other sum will always be made because it's half of the total sum, correct? So that's how we can do it. So in that question what we did was, we'll make a dp vector with n plus 1 and sum plus 1, and again we will check that if the current value of the current coin is less or equal to the required sum, then we will consider it. Yeah, you can remember it, right? Once I write the code, you will. So what we did was we will make a vector with size n plus 1 and sum by 2 plus 1. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, so and after that we will set the boundary values first, less or equal to n I plus plus. If they are elements but the sum is 0, we have a solution for that. That will be true. But in case of we have sum but we do not have any elements, we do not have a solution for that case. Okay, and if both are 0 0, we have a solution for that. Okay, so that's how it's done, less or equal to. Now fine, we will start with 1 int I1 to I less than equal to n I plus plus, and for int j is equal to 1 to the less or equal to sum by 2 j plus plus. What we can do here is that if the value of current element is less or equal to the sum we require, that's the smaller sum. Okay, that's the that's one state. Okay, and then the state will reach up to the total sum ultimately. So if it is less than the required sum, only then we will consider it. And how will we consider it? That is that dpij will be either we do not consider this element or we consider this element. If we do consider it, then the j's value will be decreased by this. Correct? See, if we either we consider this or we do not consider this, that's the case. And one more thing here is that why are we using this or is because we have to find true or false. Is it possible or not? We are not given any condition that we have to find the with the minimum length or with maximum length, something of this kind. If that was the thing, we will have found the maximum out of these. But here the thing is of true or false. Can it be possible or not possible? So if it is possible in any of the case, we will just take it, right? And if the element is just greater than the sum, we will just ignore it. Then dpij will be dpi minus 1j. That without this element, can this sum be possible? If it was possible, then true, else false. Okay, so this is just the case, and we will just return what? dp of n sum by 2. Fine. Okay, let's see. So okay, this plus 1 should not be here, it should be here. Fine. Let's try submitting this. Okay, 127 test cases passed. So there is an error with this case 1 2 and 5. It is giving true but it is false. How is it giving true? 5 to 7 and 8. Okay, but we cannot divide it, right? Okay, in what case it can be possible? If it was 1 2 2 1, right? 1 2 2 5, then it was possible. So it means that it is taking 2. Okay. There's a error in here is that in the coins question we have a condition that we can use as many coins as we want, but in this array we have these elements. We cannot use any more elements other than them, and we cannot repeat elements. We have 1 2 3 5. We cannot use 1 again if it's used already. So what we can change here is that I minus 1. Okay, if it is used, element is used, we will ultimately minus this element. Okay, we cannot use this again. Fine. Yeah, fine. Now I think this should work now, that we can only use the element one time. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So let's go to the next question now. Max product sub array, that we are given with the array and given integer num, so find a sub array that has the largest product and return the product. Okay, so this is an array and we have to find the maximum product, largest product possible for a sub array. Now subsequence, so 2 into 3 is 6, but 2 into 3 into minus 2 is minus 12, and then 4. Okay, yeah, 6 is the answer here. See, but the minus negative elements are also here, so there could be different scenarios, like let's just say we have 2 3 minus 2 and minus 4. So if we are just capturing the maximum at each time, see, if we are capturing 2, okay, 2 maximum up to now, 3 into 3 is greater than the last product we have, yeah, well, it will be 6 will be the answer now. नेक्स्ट माइनस टू से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो माइनस 12 आएगा, वो जो अपने पिछले आंसर से बड़ा नहीं है, तो अपना आंसर 6 ही रहेगा, ठीक है। फिर हम 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली वो फिर से माइनस जाएगा, तो हमारा आंसर 6 ही रहेगा। बट what if we multiply it by minus 2, it will be minus 12, and then we multiply it by minus 4, the answer will be plus 48, and that just must be the final answer. But that won't come if we only track the maximum. We have to also track the minimum. See, we are given, if we are given with negative element, we must compare all the possible cases. Okay, all the possible cases will look like, let's first write some code, that int n is num sort size, and int answer, which is obviously, let's just say that it's nums 0 for now. Yeah, num 0, let's just say it's num 0 for now, because it won't be minus 1 or 0, it must be something. Even if the negative is there, it must be that. Okay, num 0. Current max is also, we will take as num 0, and let's take the current min up to now, minimum up to now. So see, in this case we have minimum up to now, up to here is minus 12. Okay, and if we multiply the current element by current min, it will be greater than current max, so our answer will, current max will update to the current min, right? You getting my point? Current min, let's just say it is also num 0. Now what I'm saying is, just iterate through this array, 0 element we have taken, for all the rest of elements what we'll be doing is that current max will be what, max of current max into the current element, जो current max था अब तक, into the current element we have, okay, और the current element itself, maybe पिछले तक का अभी तक कुछ था ही नहीं और अभी वाला एलिमेंट और ज़्यादा है, ऐसा हो सकता है ना, पिछले वाला अब तक का माइनस था, मे बी अब वाला जो प्लस है एलिमेंट, तो वो माइनस वाले से ज़्यादा ही होगा, तो वही हो सकता है आंसर। या फिर करंट मिन जो था अब तक, उसके अंदर अब नम्स आई मल्टीप्लाई कर दे, दैट कुड बी also become current max. Okay, and current min, we'll update this every time, we'll not compare it with anything, we'll just find the current min up to now. Current min up to now will be, obviously, maybe current max into nums I becomes the current min, maybe just nums I becomes the current min, it will be minimum, okay, not maximum. And similarly the third case, as we did up into nums I, fine, yeah, and our answer will be what, max of answer or current max. We have like I think we covered all the possible cases possible. Every possibility we have covered. I don't think anything else is remaining with this. All the cases. Yeah, let's try submitting it. Okay, 192 bars for 12 is 72 minus. So what we can do here is let's put it into nums I and that. Okay, minus 4 is the current. Okay, then the current max will be minus 4 into minus 3. This is 12 or minus 3 or minus 4 into minus 3. So current max will be 12. Current min will be okay. Wait. So what we can do here is that current max is um, and our array is what, minus 4 minus 3 minus 2. So initially everything is minus 4. Answer is minus 4. Current min is minus 4. Current max is minus 4. Now current max will be what? Current max will be max of current max minus 4 था into num psi minus 3 12 और num psi minus 3 और current min into num psi. करंट min भी 4 ही था, माइनस 4 ही था और नम साई भी माइनस 3 ही है, तो 12 ही हो गया. तो करंट मैक्स तो हो गया 12. करंट min कितना हो गया? 12 इंटू 12 माइनस 3 और 12 में मिनिमम माइनस 3 हो गया. बट करंट min तो माइनस 4 था ना अब तक. Okay, so answer will be updated now as 12. Now the answer is 12 and this is minus 3. Current min is minus 3. So now it will check current max into num psi. Current max is what? Current max is 12 into minus 2, 24 minus 2 or minus 3 into minus 2, 6. So it will be 6. And for minus 2 current min will be, doesn't matter what current min will be. So answer should be 12. How is it giving 72? I don't understand that. Um, hmm. So we have current max is here. Okay. So current max is here. Max product into num psi. Current max into num psi. Current max into num psi. Current max is what? Okay, initially current max is minus 4. Let's try to do it again. Current max is minus 4. Okay, so current max, new current max will be minus 4 into minus 3 or minus 3 or min product minus 4 ही था वो भी into minus 3. 12 minus 3 12. करंट मैक्स कितना हो गया? 12 ही हो गया. मैक्स प्रोडक्ट हो गया 12. मिन कितना हो गया? मिन भी अगेन वही सेम ही चीज़ इसमें हो रही है, सेम ही चीज़ उसमें कंपेयर हो रही है. So it will be current max into num psi. Current max into num psi means 12. Second thing is num psi minus 3. Third thing is min product. Min product कितना था? Min product में पहला ही एलिमेंट था माइनस 4 ही था. Into minus 3. Min product is minus 3. How is it given? 72, man. Max of let's say we assessed output max min and answer every time the loop runs. Let's say what it gives. Run for this, use test case and run for this. Okay, minus 12. Current min becomes minus 36. And how is that? Okay, I got it. It becomes minus 36 because current max is 12 now, and it is multiplying 12 to minus 3, but it should multiply the only minus 4 to minus 3, so that's why it's happening. So this is updating the current max here, so we should not do this thing. We should not do this thing here. Okay, we should do like what we can do is, yeah, we will just take a temporary element and save the current max into it. Okay, and then we will multiply this here. Yeah, I think this should do the thing because it won't update the current max, and temp will be minus 4 here. Yeah, perfect. Now I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's dead. Now the word break is here. Word break, we have done a similar problem earlier also, where are given with we are given with a string and we need to find something in the given dictionary. But what we are given here is that we are given a string, and can it be segmented into space separated sequence of one or more dictionary words. So we have to segment it. Can it be broken down, and each of the broken down pieces can be found in the word dictionary. If it is, just return true. If not, then false. Okay, so we will take a DP. See, for this thing what we can do is, okay, what we can do here is that DPI will suggest that up to element I, is it able to fix the broken pieces into dictionary, if its answer is true or not, for up to there. Okay, like for only up to here, apple, it can be found in dictionary, right? For apple to now pen can be found in dictionary, and then apple can again be found in dictionary. So how we can do this is that we will increment a counter I, and j will be from 0 to that I. So j will be here and I will be here. I will be incremented, and every time we will see that is dpj true. Dpj will be initially true, that up to now nothing is counted up to here, nothing is no analysis is done. So dp0 is true, right? 0 can be found in the dictionary because there is nothing. And then we will start from here, and at every I we will check that from the string j to I, is it in the word dictionary. If it is, then we will put jpi as true. When I is here, we will put what? JPI as true. Okay, when I is here, we will see uh, we will see that JPI is true. Now, if this position is true in the DPI is true, then when we go to pen P, we will come up we will come up to here, here, and we'll see J will be 0 to I, right? We will see here that is it P in the dictionary? No, EN. Then when I is here and J will start from 0, DP0 true, but this whole letter is not in the dictionary, then J will come again, come again. When J reach here TPJ is also true. So from here to here, is it in the dictionary? Yes, it is. So it will do this position is in the DP true. So this is how it can be done. So let's just try to do this in code. We'll understand on the way what it means. So the stored size is the string, and we will make unordered set of strings that will be st, and it will contain verdict dot begin. We can use the dictionary words any number of times. Okay, verdict dot and after that we have the set, we have the integer. So let's make a dp vector of boolean dp. Okay, so now okay, dp0 is true, we should know that dp0 is true. Now we will start iterating this string that int I is equal to 1 to I less or equal to ni plus plus. We will check that for int j 0 to j is less than I, j plus plus, we will get that substring, and we will see if dpj is true, first condition, and s dot count st dot count एक्चुअली क्या सेट के अंदर j to I वाली सबस्ट्रिंग है. How do we know that? S dot sub str starting from j I minus j. रुका कि ना. Now it will be I minus j, that from starting from next j and length this, is it in the set? If it is, then we will just put the dpi as true. If both of the conditions are true, we'll do this and we'll just break out from the inner loop. Yeah, and we will return dpn. Dpn will suggest that if the whole string can be segmented and found in the word dictionary. We submit this here. This is also done. So we are done with all the 4 questions, and here what we can do, yeah. So dp 1d dp is done now. So what next we can take upon is let's try to find out 1d dp is done. So yeah, intervals is a easy like set of problems that we can quickly complete. There are only 6 questions, 2 of them are logged. So yeah, we can take out it and complete it tomorrow only. In one day the 4 questions can be done, because the interval questions are really easy. If we like think logically, they are nothing. Okay, so we'll take on this next day, and this is the end of day 18th. It was 34 minutes video, because most of the approaches which we used in doing the questions today were already been done by us in past 2 days. So we didn't find any problematic situation in these questions to solve them, because these approaches are pretty common and we have done a lot of questions with these approaches, like 8 questions with these approaches, so it was easy to do. So that's why we did all the 4 questions easily and within like almost, I think, in time, in half an hour. So yeah, that's it for today guys. Let's meet on day 19.